up. Yeah.
Wake up laughing with Jeff, Mudflap and the Gang. Featuring Katie Joe on 96.3 KLLL.
Tuesday is March 31st, last day of March.
Man, here we
Welcome
go.
to April almost. Man, the year's flying by once again.
It is cooking.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Even January went by quick.
I know. In some years, January takes like 2 months, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
And, yeah, it's just crazy how fast it's going.
Coming up Monday, a chance for you to win $1,000 every day. How about that?
Man.
Yeah, it's coming up Monday. We'll have more info for you on that, but just wanted to
Are they
pass that
taking
along.
out my bonus again?
Yeah, I need to speak to you about that so-called bonus. Yeah, about that.
Non-existent this year.
I'm sorry.
Non-existent.
We decided to reallocate those funds for something more fun.
Yeah.
It had a little something to do with your performance review, but
Yeah,
not much.
I'm not going to say anything, but yeah. But no, that starts Monday. A chance to win $1,000 every day. It is our $1,000 work day starting Monday, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Less than a week away for that. Let's see. Anybody got anything else interesting or?
I did read something that I thought was interesting, and I don't think you'll like it, and I don't know that I like it.
I'm impressed you read something.
Well, thank you. It's in Hawaii.
Okay.
They actually are going to have electric planes going from island to island.
Electric planes.
And at first I thought, oh no, but I thought, well, maybe actually, it's not that far.
Right.
Maybe that's
Island
okay.
hopping,
Maybe that's
Just little jumpers.
yeah, little jumpers. I don't know. But that's not around here, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought, well, that's kind of
Electric
interesting.
planes. Yeah. I'm not an electric car guy.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
And so electric plane guy, I don't know that I would really
The
be
electric plane guy.
Do you know how
down for
mad
that
I would
either.
be if we were on the tarmac and
Yeah.
somebody was like, Jenkins forgot to plug in the plane last night? I would
what I
be
was thinking.
furious.
Yeah. Because that's a major deal. You don't
Yeah.
it's like if it's out of gas, you just
Fill it up.
Fill it up in minutes. Yeah, charging, you got to charge for a long
plane.
time. Yeah.
The
so-
power that you got to have to power the plane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think
I
I'd
just
like
thought
that.
it was interesting. I was
It
like,
is. It makes sense. Our world, look at how it's headed. It makes sense.
Well, it's all at they're probably sitting there thinking that it'll be great for the environment, and I'm just always like, well, how do you people think that charging stations get powered?
Yeah.
It's not just magical battery power.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be generated somewhere in some kind of a power plant.
Jeff, it's butterflies and unicorns. Get out of here.
I know it's my bad. I don't know what I'm thinking, but it's the biggest scam ever foisted upon people. So anyway, there
I
you
don't
go.
know. It was just
Have a
it
happy
was
day.
just
No, that's interesting though. Electric planes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not an electric vehicle guy, so I probably wouldn't be down for a plane ride across ocean water with a.
Would you fly on one, Mudflap?
I don't know. I'm like, what happens if the bad, like you just said, Jenkins didn't plug it in enough, and we're halfway across in the ocean. I guess the same thing could happen on a gas powered,
right?
But
Less likely.
Just seems less likely, does it? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. I'm still a little like, I don't know.
That's kind of like in the Waymo car scenario.
Yes.
Like, would you
yes.
get in a Waymo? Would you get on an electric plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm out on Waymo too. Yeah. No, thank you. I prefer my vehicles being driven by actual humans. So
There's
All right. Anything else?
That was the main thing that I had.
Okay.
So
all right.
that
That's good.
Yeah.
We've exhausted that. It's 6:22, and
I'll have more electric stuff coming up later.
all right. All right. Oh boy.
Oh, this is an animal story, Jeff.
All right.
In the world of pro sports, the guys blocking up front, the offensive line,
Right.
well, they are often overlooked. It's because, they're big, they're massive.
It's not the glamour position
It
like
isn't.
the running back.
But, man,
quarterback,
those
things
guys
like
are
that.
the most important players.
Right. I agree.
Well, they do a lot of the dirty work. and they make a football team successful, but they usually don't get a lot of recognition, like you were saying, Jeff, from most fans. Well, in Kansas City, though, one of their linemen, you might have heard him from the Kansas City Red Raiders, Creed Humphrey. He is being honored by the Rolling Hills Zoo, which recently named its newest white rhino, Creed.
What's that saying when they name a rhinoceros or a hippo after you?
That you're a big boy.
I would have been offended, but
You're a woman,
that's what
too.
I was thinking, but
I'm having some fourth grade flashbacks.
But if you're a guy, I don't know. I'm named after a dang rhino.
That's
We'll
cool.
roll you over.
Rhino would be cool. Hippo,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
skating
from a
on.
woman, you don't want to do that. I mean, that's
Right.
that's not what you want to do. But a guy, I don't know. A rhino's
I saw that hippo. I thought of you. We're going to name it. Yeah, see, that's terrible.
Yeah.
No, that's but for a guy, you can get away with anything. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
matter.
can.
Yeah,
You
Creed.
call
But
him
he's
big.
he's probably the guy's probably built like a rhinoceros or
Creed?
something.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's built like a hoss.
Plays center for the Chiefs, I believe, doesn't he? Yeah. All right. Well,
I'd like to be as big as Creed.
yeah. Would you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you keep dreaming.
I
And keep
dreamed a
eating.
long time.
96.3. This is KLLL. Jeff Mudflap and the Gang.
96.3 KLLL.
Text KLLL anytime on the Sonic text line. 806-900-9630.
96.3 KLLL from the Discount Storage Studios. Discount Storage is Lubbock's #1 place for climate control and drive-up storage unit. Wake up laughing with Jeff Mudflap and the Gang, featuring Katie Joe on 96.3 KLLL.
Jeff Mudflap and the Gang.
96.3 KLLL. Red, white, and blue through and through.
Come on.
KLLL. You ready? Let's
Jeff Mudflap and the gang. Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
I know.
Taco Tuesday.
Jeff had to go take care of some business, so he just left us in charge.
We are unattended.
We're unattended. That's never good. Oh, man. What is today's like National Something Day, isn't it?
Oh, we have lots of national celebrations today. National Prom Day, National Crayon
Did you,
Day.
speaking of prom, did you go your junior, senior year, or did you go all the way through
I went
ninth grade through?
started in 7th grade. No, I went my sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, and looking back at pictures, my senior year, I had a dress made, and it was camouflage, and
Camouflage?
looking back, it's one
What,
of
you
those
wanna
things where you're like,
hide
what
right
was
there?
I doing? Why did I do that?
Why did I do that? I don't know. I went to prom after, I went my senior year, but I actually went afterwards too. But it wasn't at my same school. I went at a different school.
You were a graduate prom attendee?
Well, but I didn't go back to. Some
Different school.
A girl invited me, to go to hers, and so anyway, so that's how that happened. But yeah,
I never went to another school, but it was always a big deal on what vehicle you took to prom in Plainview.
okay.
So we took we took an RV one year. And
RV?
yeah, I don't know. Very questionable decisions at the high school age.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, and then we took I think it's a Thunderbird
Okay.
and a Model A car.
We went on a double date on my senior year, and it was we wanted to kind of shock our dates, and this kind of, so don't judge me, but we went to McDonald's first, because we were like, yeah, let's go to McDonald's, because we were going to take it to a really nice spot. Not that McDonald's is not nice, but I'm just saying.
I mean, okay, you're going to prom. We're going to say McDonald's is not an appropriate choice.
Yes. Anyway, so we went there, and so we took them, but yeah, we had a lot of fun. And then we was like, all right, we're kidding. Let's go eat. So we went and took them to a really nice spot.
Oh, you were tricking him?
Yeah, we were tricking them. We were thinking, make them think that they weren't.
I bet they were like, because with you.
What kind of
I feel
guys
like
we got?
We probably really are going to McDonald's. I guess I'll have a Big Mac. I don't know.
I'm not going with him again, ever. Dang it all.
Prom. So funny.
Yeah. But
Shout out to the high school girls. You'll look back and wonder why you wore that dress anyway, so just enjoy it.
My daughter's a sophomore, and Woo! I'm not sure I'm ready for all this.
Ready or not?
I know.
Yep. It's here.
I know. Here we come. It doesn't matter. So, all right. Well, we'll have the dad joke. We'll have the Katie Joe shout out.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. We'll have all that coming up in a minute.
Good morning.
Jeff, Mudflap, and the Gang mornings.
Lubbock's country leader all day.
96.3 KLLL.
Yeah, they heard you were in charge, and some reason it's like all of my text thread is blown up, and I have 30 texts requesting Christmas music.
I don't know if that's a compliment or everybody wants me to get fired.
It would definitely go one of two ways.
Go do it. You can make this happen.
I mean, you did already have your review.
That's true. Yeah.
You have
did sign that
360 days to redeem
That's
yourself.
Right. Just to make it wrong, yes. Oh, my gosh. No, well, listen, I'm not going to play Christmas music, but
Okay.
I am in charge of the buttons, which is kind of scary. Because usually...
Are we on air?
Oh, I think we're on air, yes. Whew, thank goodness. Yeah, I looked at that. I was like, did I click the button? Chickens! But yeah, no, I clicked the button, so
Jenkins.
we are definitely on. But I did see something kind of cool. You were kind of scrolling through. It's National Farmers Day.
Yeah, National Farm Workers Day. Yeah, a day to recognize and appreciate all of the hard work that farmers do to get fresh food to our tables.
That's really cool.
It's so cool. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, Daniel farms a little bit, and the people that do that full time, like where that is that's their income. That is such a roller coaster.
Oh.
And shout out to you guys because, whew.
Yeah, I'm curious how many of the gang out there are farmers. I mean, I know when I had my farm out and
When you tried.
when I tried, I mean that was some serious tough stuff. I mean, and I was just out in Brownfield, this past Friday, and the farming out there and the wines and different things. But man, that was, I don't know. Shout out to farmers. You're right, because
Yeah.
they're definitely
It's impressive.
well deserved.
Well, yeah, and there's so much that goes even deeper than that. I did Leadership Lubbock, and so we go through, and that's just a program where you go through different days that are big in Lubbock. So you have Arts Day, Sport and Rec Day, and you have Ag Day, and so farming is a big component to that. But like Plains Cotton Growers
Your
comes out and
kids
talks
show
to
or
us, and-
anything, or
no.
Yeah,
No.
my two middle ones, so they show, but yeah, they don't do it. Now my youngest Madison, she doesn't do it, but yeah. So, but my other two, they did for years.
I had to break ice in high school, and my pig had to stay at the ag farm, so I had to commute to do that. I was so ready for that pig to be gone. That was not my
Pig be
thing.
gone!
But it is like these kids. I know Radley texts in, and he's 11,
Okay.
little kiddo,
Yeah.
but he shows.
Okay.
And it's so impressive the hard work that these kids put in.
Oh, they really do. So
And parents. Shout out to your parents, too.
yeah, really. Yeah, you forget the parents that have to travel everywhere.
Pay for it all.
But it's good, though. I mean, it teaches kids responsibilities and, taking care of things and really, it has some life lessons there. And I think sports does that, too.
Oh, for sure.
Some things. But obviously, we're talking about farmers today, and so I think that's really cool. So anyway, big shout out to the farmers!
Happy National Farmers Day.
Yeah, and yesterday, I don't know I don't know if you know this about me, but I had to go to the ER.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I walked
Not
in the
shocked, but why?
Yeah, but I went to the ER. I said, "Help! I'm turning invisible." The doctor came running out, and he's like, "Take him to the ICU." So
I did.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
did.
it was a little bit of a surprise for me.
It was a big surprise. Yeah, you didn't call for that, did you?
I did not.
You were just as surprised as everyone
I
else.
was. I think what happened was the front came through a little bit early, and that dry line kind of shifted a little higher, and I think that squall line kind of made it all the way through
was a
into
squall
Oklahoma.
line.
Yeah, the old
It was the old
squall line. You know how that goes.
No, we had some baseball last night, and I could look back and see the rain clouds.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't crazy. I mean, I don't know how much. I forgot to check my little gauge, see how much I got, but it wasn't crazy amount. But it was kind of like, let's get rid of that dust. Bring that in, baby.
I know. I was just FaceTiming Bennett because he was telling me about his big hit last night. And the sunshine, you could just see on the FaceTime. It looked so beautiful outside.
That's always good. All right. Well, what do you say we get to some birthdays? Okay. All right, birthdays. Let's see. We'll start off with an anniversary. Ray and Peggy Rumble 9 years. Happy anniversary. All right, birthdays today. Charlotte Nichols, Colton Nicole, Judy Bolin, Larry Mathis, Morgan Combs, Sally Dominguez, Linda Garcia, let's see, Megan Hood, Chad Nichols, Tarek. Happy birthday, Tarek. Let's see, Jennifer Stewart, Galen Bolzer, Gwen Woods, Katrina Kimmons, Judy Sisson, grandson Leighton. Happy birthday, Leighton.
Oh, happy birthday, Leighton. And happy birthday to Graham Linscomb. He's 14 today. We just got that text
okay,
in.
yeah, Grand Linscomb. Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to say there. So, anyway, happy. We said it twice.
Happy birthday.
I know, happy birthday.
Jeff Mudflap and the gang.
96.3 KLLL.
It's rain a little bit. I was like,
Yeah, that was nice.
wow, I like this little rain.
You
Water
didn't-
my
you didn't-
grass.
You didn't forecast that one?
Didn't forecast.
I couldn't remember if you did or not.
Katie
yeah.
Jo brought that up. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you didn't mention that one. I
Yeah.
was like, oops, I forgot.
I asked if you were just as surprised as we were.
That's true. Okay. That's
That
what
was
it
a nice woman way of
That was a
asking a
woman way,
snarky
yeah.
question without it really coming across that way. So, yeah. No, that was actually nice to look out to the west
Yeah.
and see thundercloud. You know, you
was
could
nice.
tell it was like a storm kind of building up out there, and you're like, hey, maybe. And, man, it started moving this way. And
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I
nice
mean, like,
watching that roll in.
I picked up my daughter from school, and I was like, I believe those are cumulus clouds. I mean, something could be brewing. I'm like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, way to go, Mr. Weatherman.
Yeah. You can't win.
I can't win, even with my daughter.
I know. You get criticized at every turn, don't you? But that was nice, though, and, man, it smelled so great.
Oh, wasn't it
Walking
nice?
out in this
Yeah.
fresh rain.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was good. We need a lot more of that.
Yep.
So it didn't last long enough. But,
No.
But when it's coming down, those were some big raindrops. I actually, because I was on my way home, and on South Loop there, this side of Indiana, I guess, I got hailed on a little bit too. It wasn't major hail, but it was hail. So I was like, great. Yay.
Hail.
But yeah, I got home, got
All
out,
hail.
checked
All
my
hail.
truck, and it was all good though, no damage or anything.
Right.
You know, and I just had my windshield replaced, 3 weeks ago or something. I was like, you know what? My window's gonna get busted out. That's my luck right there. New windshield finally. But that didn't happen. So it wasn't big. I really couldn't tell how big the hail was, but because it was raining pretty hard. But it was probably like marble size hail or something. It wasn't too bad. It always sounds a lot worse than it is.
Right.
When it's hitting your vehicle.
Right.
Boom! You're like, oh my gosh, it's pumpkin size hail.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. So you didn't see any hail though.
I did not see any hail at my house.
Yeah. Did you get any-
I didn't have
Yeah.
any.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's
you said you just watched it, right? Because it didn't hit you.
We had a baseball game last night, and my
Yeah.
mom called me. They were in Lubbock, and she said, it's pouring rain. And I said, well, it's not here. So,
So you
So
were
get here.
skeptical.
you're a block away. Come a block over.
They're a block away.
You sound like you're really
West
skeptical. Well,
Texas.
it's not here.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, I promise it is. Well, it's not here.
It's just one of those things. Like, not my problem. It's not raining where I'm at.
I think it rained most of Lubbock, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like it rained at my house and here.
It was,
I mean,
it
so
was
yeah.
like there was a pretty good squall line all the way through.
A squall line.
Yeah.
I like when he throws that kind of
It's
weather
impressive.
terminology. Squall. Most of us just go, man. There's a lot of clouds down there from Brownfield all the way up there to shallow water up there.
And Jenkins hit the button.
And there was a squall.
That is one of my favorite. I don't know. I mean, he has so many good ones, but
Well,
yeah,
I think you
that's
like it because it mentions your hometown.
exactly.
so,
And I
you
get
know.
the yeah.
Songs
Tulsa.
about my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, people in my hometown apparently want to be part of Texas now, which is cool. Have you heard about that?
No.
It's Lee County and Roosevelt County. That's like Hobbs, Lovington, all the way up like Portales, Clovis, I think. Is that right? Or is Clovis Curry County? I can't remember.
Really?
Anyway, but Lee County for sure. That's where Lovington Hobbs is. The Texas legislature actually taking a serious look here at this situation.
Really?
Because
How did
if you
okay?
the original Texas, the way Texas originally on the old, original maps, and went up north like parts of Colorado,
Okay.
and but yeah, southeast New Mexico was actually part of Texas originally.
Wow.
And that's why I just always figured, I was really
And like,
actually
how does
born
it?
in the
I
Republic
guess
of Texas. So
I guess I just wonder, like, does the town get together? Like, do they vote on that? Like,
Well,
and then
I-
they take it to Texas. I mean, I don't even know
I
where
think
you
they-
start.
What I read was, and I don't know all the ins and outs of it either, but basically they would secede from New Mexico
Okay.
and then join Texas, and so it's pretty weird. I don't remember
That
anything
would be
like
kind of
really
cool.
happening, but,
I want to see it happen now.
but people in southeast New Mexico are more probably. I mean, you're stereotyping everybody here. It's hard to lump everybody in one thing, but just culturally and everything, southeast New Mexico is a lot more like West Texas
Right.
than it is
I
New
agree.
Mexico, really. Because the rest of New Mexico really hates southeast New Mexico people. I really think they do. And so what happens is they love the oil money, but they don't like It's funny because they'll be against the oil, and it's the left wing people that forget that every single product in the entire world is made out of petroleum. So they really, I think they hate southeast New Mexico, but they like taking that oil money.
Dun, dun,
you know?
dun.
And so
Yeah.
it's just kind of funny. So no, I think it'd be awesome. I would.
I want to actually see it happen now. I don't know
think
what.
it'd be pretty cool, but they got to study it. There's a lot of things you have to, because it's like, is it federal law? Is it state law? I mean, how would they untangle? I don't know. It'd probably be a lot, but the fact that they're even seriously, it's talking about it is fascinating.
Yeah.
I was reading something else about it. It's talked about, border disputes within the country, things like that. It's like, I think Texas and Oklahoma apparently had some kind of a minor border dispute. Like it's fairly recent, I think. I don't know if I don't even remember seeing anything about that, but
I'm with Melanie T. That's going to mess up the shape of Texas.
That's
You can't sit with us. We have a perfect shaped state right
I know,
now.
isn't that funny? But if you go back to the old maps of, really like the old Republic of Texas and everything, it's southeast New Mexico was part of Texas. So
I don't know. There's just a part of me wants to see how that would all unfold.
I know, right?
I just,
Fascinating.
but I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
it is weird though, because think if that happened, we would have to change the KLLL logo.
No.
Think of that.
No.
It would be a little bit different over there.
I think they
so.
just need to. They would just have to come in with open arms and know that they're never going to be a part of anything of like that official.
You're not.
You can't.
You're not very welcoming.
No, that would be crazy. You can't reshape Texas. You can't do that. Not while I'm alive. Just hold off on that.
That's an interesting thing, really, y'all brought that, because I didn't even stop to think about that until you brought that up. That is an interesting point.
Yeah, I have jewelry with the Texas.
It's like they can attend our state. They just can't really join it. Is that kind of what you're saying?
You can pretend to be with us, but no. So, okay, this person has a question. Would Texas legalize gambling, or would Lee County close their casino?
See,
that's
there's
a great
another
question.
question.
There's so many things
it's a
that you
good
really would
question.
you'd have to look at. Would they
I
go as
just don't
far
know.
as could it go as far as like all the way over to pick up Ruidosa also? People in Lubbock love Ruidosa.
Ruidosas. Yeah, that's
So-
basically
so, yeah.
Lubbock right there.
So those are interesting questions that are fun just to
Right.
sit around and think about.
Right.
Yeah,
We would-
I'm with John W. He said, God bless Texas with his own hands.
But John W. But I'm just telling you, southeast New Mexico used to be part of Texas,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
and
Yeah.
so
So we need
you
to welcome
gotta,
him back.
I would. So I think for me personally, being born in Lovington, it would make me feel better
Okay. All right.
if New
You
Mexico
feel more
was that part of-
accepted?
yeah, that Lee County was part of Texas. Yeah,
You're
I don't
part of
feel like I'm
Texas now.
shunned. I just feel like I've lived most of my life in Texas.
Someone asked me the other day, they're like, oh, you're from Oklahoma. I said, yeah, but I've been here so long, I feel like I'm just a regular Texan now in Lubbock. So,
right, you do, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on it and see. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. You may not go anywhere. They may just look at it and go, "Oh my gosh, we can't untangle this mess. We got better things to do." I don't know. We shall see. But I tell you what, it's like the governor of New Mexico is just I'm so thankful every day I don't live in New Mexico anymore.
Yep.
And there's so many people that have already moved here from southeast New Mexico.
Yeah.
After COVID and the nightmare that New Mexico was during all of that, people were getting RVs and stuff and coming and living in Texas. Remember
yes,
that happened?
absolutely. Yeah.
Because it was a terrible place to be.
Yep.
I don't mind driving through there and visiting.
Right.
I've always enjoyed Ruidosa and where else? Red River.
It is a lot
pretty
like
nice.
West Texas, yeah.
But you get up, it's just different. Albuquerque, Santa Fe kind of control everything. Because they have huge population bases.
Yeah.
So they're able to vote in all this stuff that just, again, people in southeast New Mexico really end up with very little representation of anything, So there you go. All right. Well, that's fine.
There it is.
So maybe they could join, and we just don't change the logo of the state.
That's right. Just keep it straight.
I like that. Real quick, there is a wreck on the northbound lanes of University between 42nd and 38th, so they're blocking 2 lanes of traffic.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Monica, for passing that along. All right, so where's that again? Northbound lanes of University between 42nd and 38th. An accident. Okay. All right. Keep an eye out for that. All right, coming up here in a few minutes with today's Bible verse. We'll also play 1 second song, and today it is
80s country.
Ooh.
All right, cool. All right, that should be fun. Come.
Text KLLL anytime on the Sonic text line 806-900-9630.
96.3 KLLL from the Discount Storage Studios. Discount Storage is Lubbock's #1 place for climate control and drive-up storage units.
It is just about 8 o'clock, and coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to play 1 second song, and we've determined that, what did you say, it's 80s country,
80s
right?
country.
Okay. Yeah, that's always a fun one. That's always kind of a nice break in the action. I like that one. All right, this is KLLL Lubbock. It is time for today's Bible verse. And by the way, before we get to that, it was Holly that was passing along some other info about that thing about Texas and New Mexico, and we're Lee County, and they want to be part of Texas and that whole thing. It's not that Texas is going and trying to poach counties. They literally have expressed interest
on there
of joining Texas.
Right.
So just to make sure everybody knew.
That's why I'm curious. Like, could it even happen? I don't know what the process.
Right. They got to see. So we'll keep you updated.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Let's see here. So today's Bible verse is Matthew 20, 29. Okay. Matthew 20 or 28. My bad. Matthew 20, 28. Really, Jeff? What is it? That is what it is. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others, and to give his life as a ransom for many. That's Matthew 20. KLLL Lubbock.
Jeff, Mudflap and the Gang.
96.3 KLLL. Red, white, and blue through and through.
Come on.
KLLL. You ready? Let's go.
Somebody texted us a map
Picture of
a picture of
Texas.
Texas with Lee County added to it in red. That was nice. Yeah. How funny.
We're going to need those counties above it to start adding because that's off-centered now.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Not going to work for me.
Yeah, that's funny because Portales is going to have to join in there, I guess, and it's going to have to go all the way up to at least the top of Texas up there. Yeah.
Wow.
We might have to talk to Oklahoma. I don't know where this is headed.
Yeah, no, this could to shape this thing correctly. There's no telling what all we have to bring in here. So yeah. All right. Well, here we go with the 1 second song. Here's song number 1.
I know you loved.
I know you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, I know who it is for sure. It's well, do we want to say I like to give people at least a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, the moment is past. It's Keith
moment.
Whitley.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Keith Whitley. You know
Don't
that
close
one.
your eyes.
Yeah. Don't
That's
close your
it.
eyes, yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
That's a good one. Keith
That
Whitley
is.
is so good.
That
Mike
is.
Mann, Chance Britt, Connor, Melanie T, Cecil, Kaylin, Gina,
Yeah,
Trish, Peggy.
that is a good one. That's among KLL's greatest right there.
Yes,
that
it
that
is.
that was a big song. And it's tragic what happened to him. He passed away. He had a lot of demons, man. He just died at the height of his popularity. He was really starting to hit it big. All right, here, let's see. Okay, well, I guess we don't need to play that one again since we got it on the first play. All right, here's song number 2.
Suppose I
All right.
This kind of